bars in a rave. Man, I go hard like Santan.
How would you describe his pass for Higuain's first?
It was good, but this is what I'm saying. Like, if that's played by, if that's played,
what words do you use for it?
it was unreal. For someone that is.
You know what? Let's get out of the way. 2 Chelsea fans on. We know what you're here to talk about.
Not really.
Yeah, no.
I was saying during the game, they're just not good. Like Huddersfield are just not that good. So
Okay.
you have to take the performance into context.
Give us the context.
I don't think anyone played that well, apart from Higuain, to be honest.
Not even Hazard.
Christiansen played well, but other than that, and he didn't really have to do much. But when he had to defend, he defended well. Huddersfield, they came with a threat, like on the counter, but I don't think Hazard played that well. He scored 2 goals, but for me, he didn't play that well. Willian was Willian.
So not good, not nice.
Barkley, not nice. Barkley was just passive, sideways all the time. Didn't do anything. Only thing he did that was quite productive was gave a terrible pass to Hazard, who controlled it and slotted. But other than that, there wasn't really any standout performers in my opinion. Kepa was good.
How's he doing?
I think he's quality.
Yeah?
Kepa's quality. His distribution's nuts.
So based on what you've seen thus far,
I'm happy with that. I don't care how much you paid. That's gone.
Where are you putting him? What, top 3 keepers in the Prem, top 5?
League? Yeah, I think he's up there.
Yeah.
I think he's up there. Yeah, I think he's up there. I think he's comfortably up there.
Like
now.
a good. So where are you guys at the moment? Obviously, transfer window has closed now. There was murmurings about some players coming in, some players going out. You did get Higuain in.
Yeah.
Where do you think you stand?
I'll give it a couple more weeks to see how we gel the front two gel, because if you're playing Willian, we're playing with that's no player. Really? Honestly, he offers nothing. Like we were talking in the group chat today that he'll probably give you like 2-3 games a season, where like in a stretch he'll give you 2-3 games, but he's not had that for a minute now. Like terrible. Since the Barcelona game, he's not giving you anything. Like just terrible.
That's not why Chelsea didn't.
Highly rated by managers though.
It's crazy. Do you know what it
There
is?
has to be more to
I
it, though,
always
because
say that.
It's like three managers with 3 distinct styles, and they
crazy.
all had him as a fixture.
You know what it
in his
is though?
team.
You know what it is?
Gone.
How I see it is like Willian is one of the best players at looking like he's busy. Like, he's one of the best players. Like he dribbles quick, like but then stops. Like he's one of them players that he flatters to deceive so much.
You think he's fooling all of them?
All of them.
I don't know whether he's fooling people with that, but it's just in the area of the picture where he's at. It's because when you actually watch back, like at the new camp, we were literally just trying to sit off and go on a break, but we had like 9-10 men. We had like 9 men behind the ball. William was like our only outlet, but he was dropping in the central role. So when the ball would pop out from say a poor cross or like a defended header from, he was literally picking it up in the middle of the park and then driving at people. But that's where he can, his little shimmies and his little fakes and stuff, they can work there. I think he's always been able to play down the middle, but I don't know why he hasn't even, I don't know why Sarri hasn't tried to incorporate him into playing in the midfield 3. Yeah. Drop Barkley, like he's been horrible in games. Like he don't want to take a shot on the edge of the area. He hesitates so many times to play a pass.
Oh, it's disgusting.
It's you can't play like that. You got to be confident. It's like so many players are not confident enough to play certain passes. Kante was unreal yesterday.
Yeah, he was brilliant.
Was he?
Yeah,
unreal.
Interesting choice of words.
Interesting choice of words, by the way.
How would you describe his pass for Higuain's first?
It was good, but this is what I'm saying. Like, if that's played by,
What words do you use for it?
It was unreal. For someone that is.
Yo! No. The bar is at the floor. The bar is at the floor.
You know what?
The bar is at the floor.
No, do you know why? Yeah, do you know why?
Don't look at me.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny?
No.
Because use the same word.
No. The funniest thing, the reason why...
It's because it's him. It's because it's him.
Yeah, and the reason is because people don't expect that from Kante.
Okay.
Yeah, people
I can agree.
People will say that Kante's got no technical ability.
Limited technical ability. He's making £250,000 a week, so he's got to have something about it.
He's making $290 a week.
However, people talk about his limited technical ability and his. Whenever me and Daniel speak about his ability to pop off passes quickly, it gets questioned, and it's quite clear that he's relatively comfortable playing the 1-touch, 2-touch. Very
Yeah, he
comfy.
is.
Very comfy.
Comfy.
Very comfy.
He is actually quite comfy. He is
Very
actually quite
comfy.
comfy.
One
Yeah, I mean, it's
Considering
spectrum. Because what I consider comfy is like a baller, like Iniesta's comfy playing with one touch.
Like, it's
You
easy,
can't say,
like-
you can't say.
No, but it's
If I'm telling you,
Silva,
if
Go
I'm
on.
telling you Iniesta's comfy,
Yeah.
you cannot use comfy to describe Kante.
No,
And
but
if Iniesta's
that comfy
at the
is
top,
different, though. No, but okay, no.
you
There's
gotta find
difference-
another word.
Yeah, but it's
Competent.
But the reason, no,
It's
no,
in
no, no, no.
context.
The reason why, no, but it's
Go
not
on.
even that. The reason why is
Yeah.
because, say, for example, Iniesta is got supreme technical ability.
Yeah.
You're saying Kante's got limited technical
Yeah.
ability, right? But he can do that. He can play one touch comfy.
He can.
He can. That's the problem.
got
Despite the gap in technical ability, just because it's extremely comfortable for Iniesta to do it, doesn't mean that.
You've got
And
to
Kante-
respect the fact that he's playing in a system where players ain't necessarily 5 yards away from him or 2-3 yards away from him. Some of the times he's stuck in areas where he's literally trying to find a pass out of nothing. So, because Jorginho was poor yesterday, to be honest. They
again.
took him off after 60 minutes. Some fans were actually cheering when he was coming off.
Oh wow! So
Yeah,
what's
it wasn't good.
what's going on there?
Do you know what? It's just, I feel like Chelsea fans are becoming, they're being Chelsea fans, basically, impatient. So when it comes to a player not progressing play quickly enough, this is why I don't understand how Chelsea fans aren't getting onto Barkley or Kovacic. I just don't, I'm seeing it more now. It's starting to grow in terms of Kovacic.
Yeah.
It's starting to grow in terms of the discontent as to why he doesn't progress play and he
Yeah.
does nothing. But that's taken a long time. Jorginho, a couple bad games, bang,
They've been
on his
onto
neck.
him.
And I feel like it's because they feel that he's Sarri's pet.
He
And
is the
because
poster
Sarri's-
boy of
Because Sarri's methods are being questioned, who's
Yeah.
the person you're going to go to straight away?
Yeah.
Okay.
poster boy.
He's
Yeah.
it looks like he's forcing a lot of things sometimes now.
Who's
where
that?
before-
Jorginho or
Jorginho.
Kante?
Jorginho. It looks like he's forcing things because the lack of options in terms of for Willian, Kante, and Barkley, they don't
Yeah.
show as they don't. It's been a consistent trend at Chelsea.
Yeah.
They just don't offer nothing
Do you
there.
know what? And do you know where the lack of option isn't even like in behind?
Yeah,
Like Hazard likes it to feet, Barkley likes it to feet,
yeah.
Willian likes it to feet. He's got minimal options to make
Yeah.
a cutting pass. And you're obviously looking at Higuain. He's usually marked by two defenders.
Yeah.
So again, he'd have to come deep, drop deep to get involved in play. But finding I was talking about just our lack of movement in the box. It's actually a problem. It's a big problem. And Higuain scored that great goal because the reason why he was able to score that goal because it was quick. Everything was quick. So Kante's pass inside, quick. Higuain's movement onto the ball, quick. Bang. Goal. Willian takes 10 hours to release the ball. And Hazard, he's a ball hog sometimes.
his time, yeah.
And that's because he's Hazard. So he
Yeah,
should,
he can do that.
You can give him that. But Willian, if you're taking 10 hours to cross a ball into the box for a strike, and the strike,
Chances
Higuain's making crazy movements. He's
Yeah.
moving. It's not like he's static. Like he's always on his toes.
Yeah.
But if the ball's not coming in, you can make your run 9-10 times. Willian will put in so on that 10th time, Willian will whip it in quick, and Higuain's not there. Or because you just don't know.
Williams' crossing has
terrible
been
as
really
well.
poor. It's like there's been so many times he's been given a lot of space to whip in the ball, and it's been really, really poor. But
So what percentage of the issue would you say is Sarri's methods, and what percentage would you say are the players that he has available to him?
I'd say
so.
50-50.
Does he need more time to get more players in?
yeah, he definitely needs some more players. Paredes he wanted to get from PSG
From Zenit.
from Zenit, but
Yeah.
PSG stole him from us. But he just I think he needs that progressive player in the attacking midfield for it to work, and I think he obviously wants the winger, but that's why I don't really understand the Pulisic signing, because for you to sign someone and not really want to bring him in straight away when we're actually in a
When's he coming in? End
a
of
hunt.
season?
Yeah,
Next season?
we're in a hunt for fourth. Do you understand? We need to
What's
solidify fourth.
Pulisic's best position then?
Yeah, Pulisic is a right
Right
winger.
winger, yeah.
He's a right winger, and it's where he could be playing where Williams.
Well, the thing
where
is,
Williams.
Paredes is not really that attacking midfielder.
No, no, but
Exactly.
what I'm saying is, he wants an attacking midfielder that can build up, play quicker, and have a shot here and there. But I'm saying he needs that, and he needs a winger.
The thing is with Paredes, he would have been coming in for Jorginho as an understudy. So whenever Jorginho's not fit or not playing well, you rotate him in.
I think he might have been playing with him.
He could have also that's the thing. He could have also played in that number 8 role as well. It's not like he's not capable. He could have, but I felt like for the role that he he would have been primarily brought in for, it'd be the DLP. However, I think in the last 2 games, Kovacic has been dropped back and dropped deeper.
Yeah.
So they take off Jorginho, put
Bring on
Kovacic in.
Kovacic.
So I feel like they've recognised, I think Sarri's recognised that maybe Kovacic is super limited.
From deeper areas, he can progress.
And he came on and he injected a bit of life into the performance. But the game wasn't that good. Kovacic. I think he came on, injected a bit of life.
He's different from Jorginho.
He's different.
He's a better dribbler.
Yeah.
He's a really good dribbler.
Yeah,
and he's got more physicality as well.
Agreed.
But yeah, the game
was kind of dead by then.
It was a dead game, man. So it's just like, nah. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to read too much into
Higuain needs to get max
trust
minutes.
Trust minutes.
Yeah. I'm not going to read too much into it.
I did, before we move on, I did want to touch very briefly on the whole Cho situation. So obviously, Bayern wanted him, put in quite a few bids. You turned them all down. Did he or did he not submit a transfer request?
He did.
He did?
Yeah.
Obviously, that hasn't been upheld.
No.
Did you guys offer him a new contract?
We've been offering new contracts.
So what's happening now? What's his current situation?
His current situation is, he's forced to see how the next 6 months develop.
Yeah.
And he'll make a decision in the summer.
Damn.
But in my opinion, he should have forced that move ASAP.
How many minutes did he get yesterday?
7?
Jesus Christ.
What's that? 7?
He came on what?
Nah, he had about 15 minutes. Loftus-Cheek came
Oh,
on
you're
for
right.
5,
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Okay, you're right. So
Still
he came on
15
15 minutes. So what makes me sick, is that midweek you benched him. He didn't even bench him. He went in part of the 18.
Yeah.
His rationale was, he played the full 90 minutes the other day, and we've got 3 wingers, and we've only got enough for 3 wingers on the bench or whatever.
Mad.
I'm like, okay, you're an idiot. One, Emerson, who's not played all season, played 90 minutes midweek. He started.
Played terrible.
He started midweek.
Yeah.
No. The FA Cup game he played.
Oh, yeah, FA Cup
game
he
played well. Midweek, I thought he played alright.
Nah, he was poor.
Really? I can't lie. I thought it was alright. Any better
Referring to
showing than
Alonso.
Alonso? Yeah. Any better showing than Alonso?
Yeah,
Alonso,
there ain't much difference, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And then, so I thought he played okay, but he started him. So I'm like, what are you talking about? This your reasons for not playing him don't make any sense.
So what do you really think it is? Is it because he's young?
1,000,000%.
100%.
1,000,000%. And I think it's either because he's young or the club are putting pressure on the manager to play him. And I feel like he's giving it almost like a big fuck you. Like, you can't tell me what to do. And as a result, Cho's getting punished in a way. And it's just embarrassing. Like, you've got 2 underperforming wingers playing.
Yeah, how much can you like Willian?
Like, really?
How much can you like him?
Enough to turn down 60 million bids.
I know
times,
this is what
you
I'm
know?
saying, but it's
happened 3 times.
insulting to me, bruv. I'm like, come on,
And
bruv,
those
that's
wages off
60
the books as
million
well,
quid.
boy.
It's happened 3
He's
times.
paid a lot, innit he?
Bruv, 60 mil for a
rejected him in the
30-year-old.
summer. Rejected him in the summer. Rejected him. It doesn't make any sense.
60 mil for a subpar.
Rejected
for a
him
subpar
in the beginning of
30-year-old
the
is
transfer
outrageous.
window for 40 million plus, what's his name?
Dennis
Malcolm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now
Oi.
he rejected a 60
Wild.
million bid again.
Yeah, because even
How?
Malcolm would be a good asset to have.
Yeah.
But just how? Who
But-
else? And
but-
PSG went for it was 4 times. No,
Yeah.
because PSG went for him as well.
That's where we went for him. Jose
But
tried
yeah.
to throw the bag at
I
him.
don't see what I'm trying to say. That's 5 times.
But
how?
yet we settled for a man who sits on the bench for Sancho and loaned him back to the club for 6 months.
Who's
So
not? And he's not going to play there either.
Wow.
it makes no sense to
That's
me.
all wild. It's funny. It's funny in the light,
It
man.
is funny,
Honestly, like the way Cho's been handled, one thing that's making me sick is Chelsea fans. They don't understand. Like they call him a snake, a traitor. Like I'm like, how?
Yeah, a couple
How?
boos at the stadium yesterday
that's
when he was
how.
coming on. I thought it was disgusting.
It doesn't make any sense. Like it's stupid.
Fans don't
Good-
get the cutthroat nature of this business.
All
man.
he wants to do is play. All
Yeah.
he legitimately wants to do is play. And the club that you support are not giving the opportunity to a player who's been there since he was 8 years old.
And you know what's funny?
They're
And
selfish
they're
fans.
ju- and
They're
they're
selfish
just-
fans.
Exactly. And they're just he deserves to play.
Yeah, but you know what's funny? Certain fans probably sitting at Chelsea, let's say any team,
Yeah.
they'll be like, oh yeah, go get Jordan Sancho, Jordan. He's sick.
You see what I'm saying?
But you got Cho there. You know what I'm saying?
You see what I'm saying? It
So
doesn't make any
Yeah,
sense.
but it's like
If
they
there's any
booed-
difference in their levels, it's minimal. But it's like Yeah, you
But
can see
but
next
give-
summer,
yeah.
all these English clubs are
Oh,
going,
yeah, get
we should
Sancho,
get
yeah,
Sancho,
yeah,
but
get
a year ago he wasn't even able to play for City.
Man City,
So,
Yeah.
so it's the
What's
same,
the point?
it's a
It's the
revolving
same thing,
cycle that
Honestly,
But he's
we're in.
English.
Yeah.
He's going to be worth money regardless.
Yeah, yeah.
Facts.
Rather than a 30-year-old Brazilian who's looking poor. So it doesn't make
doesn't make any
financial sense. It doesn't make no tactical sense. And it definitely doesn't
And the
make us
reason
look
why,
well.
the reason why I've been saying that Sarri should go, is purely based on not even just the attacking philosophy. I know that's fine.
Takes time though.
That takes time. I'm not really bothered about how we're playing. I don't really care. Like I know that's a building block, but where it becomes an issue is that one, the stubbornness. He's a stubborn manager, and you're underutilizing youth players that are of high quality nature, and you're actually devaluing and destroying the club's asset. That's a club asset.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I think we're only undervaluing one youth player. But,
Well, yeah. Well, that's how to
Yeah.
go. But yeah, you want to talk about Loftus-Cheek?
No.
Go
It's just that like it's just weird. It's like the Chelsea fans booed Hudson-Odoi coming on, and yet they cheered for Loftus-Cheek coming on. It just made no sense to me.
Okay.
You're actually happy that Loftus-Cheek's coming on because he doesn't want to leave the club and play for
A couple minutes. It
mid-table
makes no
team.
sense.
So it just
wild,
doesn't
it's
make
wild.
sense to me still.
When I spit bars in a rave, man, I go hard like Santan.